Ready to look into the future? Well, today we're going to deep dive into how AI is changing science. And I think you'll find some of this stuff pretty mind-blowing. We're not just talking about speeding up research or, number crunching. It's more like, what if AI starts solving those big mysteries that have stumped us for like centuries? So this is what we'll unpack today. The good, the bad, the potential, the challenges of science in the age of AI. What if AI can help us understand the universe in ways we can't even imagine right now? Pretty exciting, right? But then you got to wonder, what does it even mean to understand something if the solution is so complex that only an AI can get it? Is it still science if we can't follow the logic? One of the biggest areas where AI is already making waves is in basic research. Like, did you know in 2024, the Nobel Prizes in chemistry and physics both went to scientists using AI? That kind of tells you AI is becoming a major player in making those big breakthroughs. But here's where things get really interesting. So AI offers incredible speed and efficiency, we know that, but it also throws some curveballs. Like imagine an AI solving a problem, but the solution is so complex that we can't even wrap our heads around it. It's like having a magic black box that spits out answers but doesn't tell you how it got there. This is where this idea of the illusion of explanatory depth comes in. Just because an AI can predict something accurately doesn't mean it can explain how it arrived at that prediction. A great example is AlphaFold, the AI that actually won that Nobel Prize. AlphaFold can predict protein structures super accurately, which is huge for medicine and biology. But get this, even the scientists who created it don't fully understand how it works. It's like having a chef who can make this amazing dish, but they can't give you the recipe. So how do we square this with the way we've always done science, where understanding the why is just as important as getting the right answer? That's a question scientists are wrestling with right now, and it has big implications for how we discover things in the future. So you might be thinking, okay, AI can do some pretty amazing stuff, but can we really trust science that we don't even understand? And that's a great question. It really gets to the heart of this whole issue of public trust in science. Think about it. Scientific progress has always relied on trust residing. We trust scientists to do their research ethically, to be transparent about how they do it, and to explain their findings in a way that makes sense to us. But then what happens when AI comes along and starts giving us results that are like totally beyond human comprehension? How do we keep that trust going when we don't even know how the AI got there? It's almost like we've hit this new kind of scientific language barrier. Like imagine trying to read a scientific paper that's in a language you don't understand. You might see the equations of the data, but you wouldn't get the meaning. And that's kind of what it's like when AI gives us solutions that are so complex, they're basically uninterpretable to us humans. And there's another layer to this too. We got to be careful about falling into the trap of what's called the illusion of objectivity when it comes to AI. Because AI systems are all about algorithms and data, we might just assume that they're naturally objective and unbiased. But remember, AI is only as good as the data it learns from. And let's be real, a lot of data out there is biased, whether we realize it or not. So if we're not careful, we could end up with AI-driven science that just keeps reinforcing existing biases, and that could lead to some pretty messed up results and potentially harmful consequences. So what does this mean for the future of science? How do we navigate this new world where AI is becoming such a powerful force? Well, first we got to remember that AI is a tool, a super powerful tool, no doubt, but still just a tool. It's up to us as humans to use it responsibly and ethically. That means knowing its limitations, understanding its potential biases, and making sure it's being used in a way that aligns with our values as a society. It also means being open and honest about the role we want AI to play in scientific discovery and how we can maintain that public trust in a world where AI is shaping the way we understand the universe. So where do we even go from here? How do we make sure AI is used responsibly in science? And how do we get everyone else on board with these huge changes? It's easy to get caught up in the AI hype, right? This idea of AI is this all-powerful thing that's going to change everything. And yeah, the potential is definitely there. But at the end of the day, AI is a tool. And just like any tool, it could be used for good or for bad. It really comes down to who's using it and what they're trying to do. One of the most important things we've got to focus on is education. We need to make sure future scientists are not just, trained in how to use AI, but also how to really think critically about what it spits out. They need to understand its limitations, the potential biases, and how to interpret those results in a way that makes sense to us, humans. And it's not just scientists who need this AI education either. We all need to be more informed about this tech, what it can do, what risks come with it. We need to be able to have real conversations about the role we want AI to play in our lives, in our society, and science. Imagine a future where AI is helping us solve those big challenges. The ones keeping us up at night, climate change, disease, poverty. That's the future we should be aiming for. But to get there, we got to approach AI with a sense of responsibility, collaboration, and a deep understanding of both its power and its limits. As we move into this new era of AI-driven science, Let's not forget that the pursuit of knowledge should always be a human thing. AI can be an incredible partner in this journey, helping us see further and understand deeper than ever before. But in the end, it's up to us to guide the way, making sure AI serves humanity and helps us build a brighter future for everyone.